Hello. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back. As part of the today's session, I just want to give you a brief overview on a JIRA API that we are going to use so that it will be helpful for you guys even to practice all these scenarios on this JIRA API. For this scenario, what I have done is I have created a new account on JIRA basically, and from where I have navigated to the projects and I have created one or two projects out over there. And on top of it, I'm navigating to my accounts, account settings. And from the account settings, I'm switching to the security tab. And from the API tokens, basically, I'm managing the tokens. Whatever the token you want, you can create a new token also. So here I'm choosing a create a new token karate demo. Basically, I'm just creating a new token here and I hit this finish button. So this is what the token that it's been generated. So I have copied my notepad and I just placed the access token value out over there. And additionally, so what I'm going to do right now means I'm navigating to my user management here. From the user management, I just want to get my user account ID. So here inside the users, you can see n number of users that are being displayed. Every user has a unique account ID. So what I'm going to do right now means show the details. And this is what the user ID is. The user ID will be populated at the end. So copy this account ID and account ID. I have placed it here. And what exactly our URL is, see here, this is what the JIRA URL I have created. SurenQA dot this one, basically, this is what my JIRA URL is. Perfect. I have these details with me. And additionally, what I'm going to do right now means here is the JIRA API documentation link. Okay, from this API documentation, you can find more details about this JIRA. And whatever the activities you want to perform from an API level, you can use these documentation for a better understanding purpose. So here from this, I opened this users API and where in which I'm using this get users API. So if I scroll down further, so there is an example that was given. I'm just using a curl command. So I'm just using a curl. This is what the command that it is being populated. Copy this curl command and paste it in the notepad, whatever we have created. So here the curl request is this one and the URL is, so here it is asking us to specify the URL. I have already copied my URL, copy that URL and paste it here. And additionally, it is asking us to specify the account ID. Even I have copied my account ID. So just copy the account ID and place the account ID here. And it's gonna ask the username colon the API token. So I already have this API token which was generated and I'm just placing my API token here, followed by the registered email ID for this particular account. So if you can see, the registered email ID is surendraapm@mailnator.com. So this is what the curl command that was created in order to retrieve the information specific to a particular user. So what I'm going to do right now means let me launch a Postman as of now. So in the Postman, I will be converting this curl command into a API request out over there. Okay, so that it will be easy for us to directly use these, the Postman endpoint URL and everything to convert it into a program. So here I navigated to import a tab in my Postman and raw text. Go to the Word document, whatever the curl command we have generated it, copy the curl command, go to the Postman and place it here. And if you scroll down, you can find a continue option. Just click on this continue and import it. So whenever you have imported it, automatically the curl command got converted into a Postman collection or a Postman sample request basically. So the method that it's being used is a get. And this is what the URL is. And if you see the parameters, it's accepting the account ID as a parameter. And if you navigate to the authorization, the basic authorization was picked, the username and the password. So whatever the API key you are giving out over there, it's considering as an password out over here. Okay, that's fine. Whenever I clicked on this send button, so let us see the response. See here, we are getting 200 as a response. Even if you can see this API documentation, this is what the sample response they have given as part of a JIRA. And if you can compare this one, almost the same response is being populated by our Postman, with which we can confirm that whatever the JIRA API is there, I converted into a curl command. And from that curl command, I just converted into a Postman collection. Basically, this I can directly use it in my Karate framework. So this is a basic introduction about this JIRA API. So moving on, what are we going to do means whatever the get user API functionality is there, whatever the create user functionality is there, we are going to use these APIs and we are going to perform the same operation using a Karate framework. And one thing here is I'm just pasting all these details as part of a notes for this particular lecture. Maybe at the time you are watching this video, this account may expire. So I suggest you to create a new account in JIRA and you can just follow the process. Hopefully, we will try to create a one more small video on a JIRA, how exactly we can create an account and how to navigate to a project so that there will be a relation between this session and the other session. Thank you guys. See you again in the next session. Bye-bye.